right, hey there, home athletes. First off, I'm going to apologize for not providing you with a video for yesterday's workout. Very sorry. I shot the video, I uploaded it to YouTube, and then I totally forgot to put the link onto the post, as you probably noticed. So, very sorry about that. Hopefully, I will remember today, and you are in fact watching this video. Anyway, so happy Wednesday. We're doing a 22-minute AMRAP today. That's right, 22 minutes of 50 sit-ups, 400-meter run, 30 Russian swings with your trusty dumbbell. So getting a little cardio in with the runs, and then we're working front side with our sit-ups, right? Working those abs, and then we're working glutes and hamstrings, our posterior chain muscles, low back too for that matter, with some Russian swings. So it's a nice little combination of movements. I would say, looking at the workout, each round should take somewhere in the, let's say, 5 to 6 minute range. I would expect, 50 sit-ups, about 2 minutes or so, or 400-meter runs, same thing, about 2 minutes or so, give or take. And then our 30 Russian swings, maybe a minute and a half there, depending on the weight of your dumbbells. So going through the movements. So sit-ups, if you have an ab mat at home, use your ab mat. If you don't have an ab mat, this can be replaced with a small pillow or a folded up shower towel or something that kind of fits nicely into the lower part of your back or your lumbar curve. And the reason we do this is to prevent our back from pushing down into the floor and disengaging our abs. And if we actually do have that ab mat there, it actually helps us kind of extend our abs as we're down on the floor, right? It's pushing our low back up so we get a full extension of the abs. So we can get a nice extension and then the contraction, right? So we get a little more out of our abdominals when we're doing that. So use something. If you are using an ab mat or a shower towel or something, don't sit on it. Make sure there's a couple inches between like your booty and the ab mat so it actually fits into the curve of your lower back. So don't sit right up on it. Have like a little space right there. And as always, sit-ups, you can go knees together, right? This is kind of the traditional style. And this we utilize our hip flexors and our abs like this. And if you want to just focus more on the abs, you go butterfly style. And this is really up to you, your choice. I know I tend to personally usually go butterfly style because it focuses more on the abdominals. But either way is totally fine. But sitting up nice and tall on the top of every rep, right? Think about pulling the chest up and the top of the head towards the ceiling, nice flat back. Extending over your ab mat or shower towel, whatever you're using, and coming right back up to that nice upright position. It should be about a 90-degree angle of action at the hip, right? Up, right there. All right, then we have our 400-meter runs. Like I said, I'm sure you have that mapped out by now. Should take about 2 minutes or so, 200 meters down, 200 meters back. Try to run at a good pace, but not so fast that you come back in and you're just totally winded. I want you to come back in from that run and get right onto the swings. And my cue for you today, for running, nice, light feet, right? Ideally when we run, we really shouldn't be making much noise with our feet. So if you're running along, you can hear your feet making a whole lot of noise on the concrete, something needs to change. Think about being light on your feet. Think about trying to keep your foot on the ground for as short a time as possible, right? So as soon as that foot lands, we're thinking about pulling right back up. So kind of very quick, very light on our feet. Think about that today when you're doing your warm-up and your workout. And then finally, we're finished up with some Russian swings. Like I said, working posterior chain, working the glutes, working the low back, working those hamstrings, all our backside. You have your trusty kettlebell right there. So the kettlebell swing, Russian style, is going from the swing to about shoulder level. That finished position, the arm is parallel to the floor, the weight is sort of even with the shoulder, and all of this is generated from the hips, specifically the backside, like I said. Make sure those feet stay firmly planted on the floor, push those hips back, and then drive those hips forward. Making sure, of course, as always, to give your butt a good squeeze as those hips extend, right? This does a couple things. It helps create that power that we need to make the dumbbell move, and then also prevents you from overextending the hips, right? We don't want to send those hips too far forward at the end of the motion. We want to squeeze our butt, boom, and finish with a nice straight line right here. There you go. All right, so 22-minute AMRAP. 50 sit-ups, 400-meter run, 30 Russian swings. Get it after at home, athletes. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.